Well, the novel coronavirus has disrupted the lives of millions of Chinese nationals back home and overseas since the outbreak. CGTN's Robert Nagila caught up with one Chinese national in Kenya who has been personally affected by the epidemic back home and forced to postpone her travel plans as Chinese authorities race to bring the epidemic under control.
Monitoring the latest news on the novel coronavirus outbreak in China from the apartment in Nairobi has become a daily routine for the Ji family.
While watching the news, I feel that though my country is experiencing this epidemic, the government and leaders are taking it seriously. I feel proud to be Chinese.
Wang Ling flew into Kenya on November 11th, 3 weeks before the virus outbreak, to celebrate the Chinese Spring Festival with her daughter and her family. She was supposed to return in February, but the outbreak forced her to change her travel plans.
My hometown, Wuhan, is the epicenter. I had to postpone my travel plans. All my relatives are in Wuhan. I am very worried for them. I have extended my stay and will go back after the outbreak.
Wang calls home daily and remains in constant communication with relatives online. But like so many others back home, she too has been personally affected.
One of my distant relatives passed away after the virus infected her. She was almost 60 years old. I am heartbroken and worry about my relatives.
For her grandchildren, having their grandmother over for an extended period of time has been a blessing. Oblivious of the extent of the epidemic back home, they're just happy to spend time with her, and so is her daughter. But the Jis did not just sit back helplessly as the virus spread.
And purchase.
Like many other Chinese nationals overseas, they immediately swung into action. Her son-in-law, Li Ji, a businessman in Nairobi, donated masks and goggles to be used back home fighting the epidemic.
We are going to the manufacturer to take the goggles with this kind of N95 mask to Southern Airlines, China. And then after that, we are going to donate these boxes.
I really want to thank my son-in-law after being aware of the epidemic in Hubei province. He told me, I am a son-in-law of this province and I will do something for this place. And he donated masks to Hubei Red Cross.
It is that bold spirit that has brought out the best in Chinese nationals globally in the face of this devastating epidemic. Meanwhile, Wang hopes the virus will be brought under control soon so that she can return home and help where she can. Robert Nagila, CGTN, Nairobi, Kenya.